Hey all, Heretic here, and today I wanted to do something a little different. We have the new patches out, we've got lots of information about that, there's lots of things changing, I'm sure there's going to be nerfs and whatnot, but right now I just wanted to jump in to rank the new anomalies by fun, and this is all the anomalies that are coming forward. And the reason why I wanted to do this is I just wanted to keep it light, because admittedly, I have played a lot of Battlegrounds since it came out, and I still want to jump back in and play some more games. So I thought it'd be more fun to just have a discussion, why I like some of these, why I don't, and see what you think. So please leave a comment, tell me what you think of these ratings, how you'd put these if you think I'm way off base on some of them. I'm just curious how you think. Let's jump right in for the fun. So right off the bat, I'm going to start with Feline Fortune. And this is the one where when someone dies, you will get to discover a minion from their warband, and it will retain all of enchantment. So whatever its stats are, if it's an 80-80 with Divine Shield, if it's a 16 million with Poison, Venom, Wind Fury, you're gonna get to discover this thing and have it on your board exactly like it was. So it's pretty fan-damn-tastic. Also, if it's gold, yeah, you get a triple out of it too, so all the better. So I like this one a lot. I think it's fun. I've always enjoyed Bigglesworth, so I have to put this one as just a solid A for a good time. Yes, it doesn't upend the game too much, but I am admittedly a fan of Bigglesworth. Why? Because my cat is essentially Bigglesworth. Say hi to Freya. And I'm impartial, so maybe you would rank this different. Next up, we have the 11th Hour. This one is where the first time you take lethal damage, it's prevented completely, and next turn you gain 11 gold. Think of it as Ice Block on crack. This thing is great. It's a lot of fun. How many times have you died the moment before you popped off? You're like, I'm there. I've got it. I've got the golden rock. I've got the golden trumpeter. Yes. Yeah. This one I like just for, once again, the insanity. Another A. I like these two anomalies. We're off to a good start for fun. Now we're going to look at No Face, No Case. This one is every 4 turns, you're going to get a faceless manipulator, which will copy a minion and just be it. Good for setting up triples, good for giving you a pair you might need. Just a cool little anomaly. I like this one a good bit. Obviously, the longer in the game goes, the crazier the lobby's going to get because you're getting it. Will you even use the first one right away? Probably not if you can afford it. You're going to want to hang on to that for something more interesting. You're going to want to wait till you get that tier 4 minion that gives you a win condition, or if you triple into something cool on 5. I'm going to say this one, well, I do like it a lot, is kind of a good baseline for where I like my anomalies. It's just different enough from a normal game where you get some different play options, but it's also not insane where you feel like you're going to die every moment. No place like Holmes. This one is basically everybody is Murloc Holmes. You get to pick from 2 minions that your next opponent may or may not have, and sometimes they're stupidly obvious when it says, hey, do they have a gold minion? And then you hover over their thing and it says they have no gold minions. You're like, probably not. I'm gonna say this one, well, while it is an anomaly, it does change the game up, it's kind of blah. It's not D tier because it's not bad, but it's also not good either. It's just kind of everyone's Holmes in addition to who they already are. Can you be Holmes in this lobby? Because that'd be kind of sad. You do get double gold coins, but I'd rather have another hero power. Next up, we have Valuation Inflation. Tier 1 does not exist. Minions cost gold based on their tavern tier. Now, we don't know a lot about how this one's going to work. Tier 1 does not exist. Does that mean we start at tier 2? Does that mean in the shop there's going to be tier 6 minions right off the bat? I don't know. Based on the wackiness of it, this seems like it could be really swingy and shot-based, and it's hard to get a feel on this one, but I'm going on fun potential here. So because it seems like it could be really swingy, I'm going to put it as a B. Tier 1 not existing does limit the pool of some of the garbage, but there's still a lot of garbage in every tier, but I'm going to put it as a B. It still sounds like it could be fun, but I'm a little hesitant. I'm also concerned it could be a D. Now we're going to look at Treasure Horde. Now there's a number of these, 4 of them, and I am just going to give you the one, and the others are progressively different, but all the same idea. And on turn 5, discover a golden tier 3 minion. Pretty cool. The other one is going to be on turn 6, discover a tier 4, and so on and so forth. It's an interesting premise, but it is very swingy because of that. I'm going to put it as a C. I'm not really looking forward to, in the tier 6, get offered like Zap. I'm trying to think of the 3 garbage ones, but Zap, 2 other Golden Uther, and 1 other trash one, while my opponent's looking at like Golden Rock. You know, just, you get the idea. Golden Murkai, Golden Fellbat, and that's just a couple off the wall ones. Is a lot better. I'm just throwing out random cards, but there's going to be some really bad discovers for some people, so I don't think I'm going to like that one as much, depending on which end of the spectrum I get. Next up, we have Deep Blue Sooner. This is going to be the one where basically you get 2 of the Deep Blue Crooners spellcraft every turn. This one's interesting. It's targeted scaling. Obviously, if you find better minions that synergize with spellcraft or cleaves, this is going to be awesome. I know for a fact Naga are banned from this lobby, so you don't have to worry about being the person who finds all the zesties. There's none. But because of that, I'm going to put it as a solid B. Basically, everybody's getting the same buffs. So if you find any kind of synergy with any minions, which odds are over the game you will, progressively those minions are going to get better. I'm going to say it's a solid B. How to even. Only Tavern Tier 2, 4, and 6 exist. Triples discover a minion of your tier. This is interesting. It is not too broken. It definitely, everyone is going to be different because it's based on the tribes you have available to you. It's based on your hero. I mean, how does it work with some hero powers that discover things? It's going to be questionable what it does, but I'm still interested in it. Because it kind of puts everybody in the same field and it's not too crazy, I'm going to say it's a solid B. It sounds like it could be fun, and it sounds like it's inherently balanced because we're all drawing from the same minions. With that in mind, now we have what are the odds? Only Tavern Tier 1, 3, and 5 exist. Triples discover a minion of your Tavern Tier. Same idea, except now it's odd cards. I think I have to put this one as a B. There's no real reason for it to be different. In some lobbies, one will be better than the other. It'll be interesting to see. This one is a little wordy and I can't see the text. It's too damn small, but audience choice. At the start of each turn, one player chooses a card from any tier for all players to get at the end of your turn. I haven't seen this one yet. While I don't like the fact that I don't have control over it, the fact that everybody gets the same thing, I feel like is not a bad thing. I kind of think conceptually this one's pretty good. I'm going to say it's a solid B. It's not insane, but it sounds good. Temperance of Amun'thull. This is the one where everybody starts at Tavern Tier 4. Everybody gets 10 extra gold on turn 1. Go nuts. This one, once again, not insane, just good. Decent one. I like the where it sits. It's a solid B. Everyone's kind of on the same level. It's a different way to play the game. I like it. All right. Bring home the bacon. Start with 2 upgrading piggy banks. Break them open to gain gold. Piggy bank, gain 1 gold, upgrades each turn. This is the same as a hero power. It does the job. It's kind of interesting. I like the naming play here with piggy banks. I think it's fun. I love the economy. And I think we are all given the same control over it. So I actually kind of like this one a little bit more because of the economy nature of it and the fact that we all get to make this decision at different times during the game. When do you want to use it? Do you want to use them both on the same turn and go completely off? Are you going to wait a little while on the other one? It'll be interesting to see how people play this one. I like it because it definitely will make for interesting strategies when you see this one. Now we're looking at the keys to victory. This one is after you play a minion, give your other minions +1/+1 for each keyword they share with it. Now it is a little shop dependent, but it starts early in the game and there's some real fun randomness to this one, which I actually enjoy. I think this one's kind of cool. I think this is more fun than your standard one. And yes, your opponent may get a little advantage on you a couple turns in a row, but realistically, it should all kind of balance out unless for some reason you want to play the tribes with no keywords, in which case you probably shouldn't have played that strategy at all. I'm going to say this is a solid A, just because it's the play we usually get with just a little bit of buffing to the shop and with a little strategy. I think it's going to be more fun. Anomalous Bribe. This one's after you sell a minion, give its stats to the tavern. So this is very reminding me of the original Dancing Daryl hero power of the Anomaly. I think this is very interesting, and I kind of dig this one. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I think there's going to be a lot of strategies that arise from this one. It definitely favors certain types of shops. Obviously, there's a lot of divine shields. Hey, giving stats to that's not bad, but it's gonna be fun. I think I have to throw this one at A again. I think it's very simple, but it unlocks some really interesting strategies. Anomalous Twin. This basically is Evil Twin. Start of combat, summon a copy of your highest health minion. There's not much to say about this other than at least you can control the minion theoretically that's going to get this. I think it's kind of boring, but it's a normal game. To be honest with you, I should put it at B, but I kind of, considering the other type of anomalies we're looking at, for me, it's just a C. I just don't care. It's just boring. And finally, we have Anomalous Wisdomball. Starting on turn 6, you can occasionally get a helpful refresh. Well, I loved Wisdomball back in the day. I love the random nature of it, that sometimes it gives you amazing things, sometimes its helpful things are not very helpful. For me, folks, this is an S. I adore it. I want to do this one. Give it to me, please, right now. I want Anomalous Wisdomball. And I know it's not the most insane one, but I think it's going to be the most consistently fun. I like the idea that every time I hit refresh, something different might happen. So what do you think? How would you rank these? Am I completely insane with where I put these? Is your favorite one Treasure Horde? Do you think Anomalous Wisdomball is trash? Where would you put these? Are these going to be fun for you? This is just my take on it. I'm curious to see what y'all think. Please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching all. I appreciate it. This is just kind of a filler video because I wanted to keep it light and I want to get back into the game so I can understand the meta a little better going forward. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the Battlegrounds. Until next time, later.